What's up, my friends? Welcome to a mobility workout with me today. So for today, we're going to be doing a series of stretches and movements that are not only going to stretch out and mobilize our body a little bit more, but also going to strengthen them a little bit, wake our body up, and just make it feel good overall from head to toe. You shouldn't need any equipment for this, so just yourself, a mat, some space. Make sure that you're in a calming atmosphere, something where you don't have any distractions and you can get through this. We have 7 exercises today, but technically 10 because we do have to split a few in between one side and the other. So it's going to be about an 11-minute whole video today, okay? So make sure you have that time chalked out. It's really quick, simple, and it'll feel great at the end. So other than that, we are going to start with some neck stretches, okay? So take a seat on your mat. You can go into an easy seat or whatever feels comfortable for you. And all we're gonna do is we're just going to take one hand and stretch our neck over to the side, just lightly pulling on the side of the head. And then bringing it back up, taking the hand down and switching, okay? So I want you to start with those from side to side. I'm gonna start my timer so we don't go too far over the time today. And I just want you to start with those, all right? So dropping the hand and then switching to the other side. Nice and slow, all right? Your neck should never be rushed. It's a very underused part of our body, especially in workouts. So I want you to be gentle with it. I should say underworked part of our body in terms of stretching. All right, deep breaths here, side to side. Lightly pulling on the head, just taking it off. Nice and gentle. In a moment here, we're going to switch to something new. All right, let's come back through center. Just do a nice circle forward and back. And circle forward and back. Nice job. For your next one, you can take that right arm over the head. Just stretch it all the way over, getting a nice side bend into the side. Plant your palm, and we're going to flip to the other side. Stretching it over the head, long side body. Working out the kinks nice and slow. Stretch those fingertips as far across as possible. Really lengthening. All right, you got 20 seconds to go. Deep breaths. All right, last 5. And slowly bring it back through center. I want you to crawl yourself to your hands and your knees, and then just curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward until they can both plant on the earth, hip width apart. Then clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your knuckles out and back, bend your knees and let your head drop. From here, you're gonna bend one knee and then lift up with your chest to the opposite side, opening the heart up, pulling those knuckles forward. Sweep it back through center. Let your neck come down, straighten the legs again, and then bend the other knee, looking off to the opposite side. Lengthening and pressing those knuckles out. So you're gonna keep sweeping in and off to the side. Remember, nice and slow, okay? This isn't like a workout. This isn't like a HIIT workout. We're not trying to get a certain number of reps. We're just trying to work out our body. Deep breaths with me. Whew. Nice job. Swing it through center and back out. And slowly release your hands, plant them on the earth. Step back into a downward facing dog. From your downward dog, take a breath, feel the balls of your feet on the earth, and exhale it out. What I want you to do is dive your nose towards your thumbs, bend your elbows just slightly to sweep your nose across and up, coming into an upward facing dog. Press your palms down, lift your heart, and then use your core to draw back. Let's do it again. Sweep down, press into those palms to pull up, and then take it back, downward facing dog. As you pull your chest up, press down into the palms and then open your heart forward, so spiraling your shoulders back to open the chest. Nice job. Deep, deep breaths. Woo, you got it. All right, a few more seconds here. Let's hear that breath. I know this one's a little bit harder on the arms, but that's okay. And stop. Take an inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Step your left foot forward and then drop your back knee to the earth. So for these, your hands are going to surround your front foot. Lean back, sitting all the way back as far as possible. Spread your front toes, reach them towards your face. Feel your hamstrings kind of stretch out and then come back, lunging as deep as possible till you feel it in the hip flexor. And then back and forward. This is one of the few times I'm going to tell you to send your front knee over your foot, but not too far that it hurts your knee, right? But I want you to go far enough that you feel it in the hip flexor. Working out the leg, working out the hamstring. Great job. Let's get a few more in, and then we're going to switch to our other side. Taking it slow and controlled. Alright, and slowly come back to a lunge. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Step your right foot forward, same thing, second side. Drop that back knee. Surround your front foot, and then you're just going to sit back until those front toes can flex. You're going to feel it in the hamstring and bring it back. You may need to widen your stance a little bit to feel it more. If that's you, go ahead and do that. I like to keep my back toes curled. Some people like the foot flat on the floor. Nice job. Deep breaths. Nice and slow. Remember to lunge pretty far into that front knee. This side may feel different. Totally okay. Alright, about 15 seconds. Keep pushing. And 3, 2, and 1. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Again, we're going to drop that back knee. This time, I want you to take your hands up above your head, reaching the fingertips, curl your back toes under, and then use the strength of your legs to press yourself into a high lunge. When you do that, you're going to turn to your left side, open arm twist, come back through center, lower, lift. Let's begin. Open arm twist, come back through center, lower, lift. So you're using the strength of your legs. I know it hurts. Go slow. If you only do a few, that's okay, all right? Press into the back ball foot, and then try to stay sturdy by squeezing that left glute, allowing yourself to gracefully twist to the side. Don't rush it or you will fall over, I promise you. All right? Have patience with the process, with the movements. All right, you got 5 seconds. And plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment, cycle out the legs. Step your right foot forward, lower your back knee. So we're gonna go same thing, second side. Plant that front foot, inhale, fingertips over the head, take a breath. And all you're gonna do is lift that back knee, open to the right, and back through center, lower, lift, open. Nice job. Beautiful work. You got it, 30 seconds. Nice job, keep sticking with me. 20 seconds to go. You guys don't care about the time, so I'm not showing it to you. All right, let's get a few more in. And slowly come back to center. Release, plant your palms, downward facing dog. Cycle the legs for a moment. And we're gonna do our last set of exercises. Pull that left knee into the chest, bring the ankle towards your right wrist, lay the shin down on the earth. Walk your right hip back. So from here, you can put that pillow or blanket under your left hip, fingertips prop on the floor. You're gonna lower your chest towards your knee and then push it back up until you feel it in the hip flexor in that right hip. Keep that right hip turned down as you lift and lower. This is kind of like an animal move almost. I want you to bring your chest up far enough that you feel it, okay? Down and up. If you're a hypermobile person, this might feel pretty easy for you. That's okay. Deep breaths. And lower back to the floor. Come all the way up, lift that chest. If you have space for it, bend your back knee, reach back for a bind with the foot. Take a complimentary quad stretch. Take a few breaths. And release. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Last one. Draw that right knee in, ankle towards your left wrist, lay the shin down. Crawl your left hip back, and then surround your leg with those fingertips. Take a breath, and you're gonna lower, lift. Nice job. Let those hips sink towards the earth. You got it. Deep breaths with me. Beautiful job. Keep breathing. Let's do one more. And if you want to add that complimentary quad stretch, lift your chest, bend your back knee, reach back for a bind. Pull the heel in. Take a few breaths. And slowly release. Come all the way to a seat. That is it. That is your morning mobility series. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're not doing this in the morning, I hope that you enjoyed whatever time of the day you did this. Let me know if you have any requests for these mobility ones. I'm going to start making more, so I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you're kind of needing. Other than that, I will see you for the next video.